At Pana Community Hospital, we provide complete care for our athletes. Whether it's practice, game day, or any day in between, we have you covered. We offer complete care on and off the field, including sports enhancement training and sideline care and concussion testing. If an athlete is injured, we offer excellent emergency care and imaging. Orthopedic specialist Dr. Elbatar is available for evaluation and surgical correction if needed. Following injury, our physical therapy staff will get you back in the game faster than you might think. At Pana Community Hospital, we've got game. We'll get you back on the field and keep you there.
There's just something about postseason play that just gets you fired up, right? Well, settle in, because we got a good one here in Pana on Saturday as the Panthers hosted the DuQuoin Indians. Pana can certainly put up the points offensively, but it wasn't the offense that got things started on Saturday. It was Goose and Ian Harbert for the Panther D that struck first. Goose strips it away, and Harbert tight ropes the sideline for an early 6-0 lead.
That was pretty big, just to get on the board. I mean, our offense came out. I mean, usually the offense is always clicking, but it didn't happen. But our defense came out there, and we did it for our offense.
The early Panther lead evaporated on DuQuoin's next drive as Shamar Adams takes the jet sweep and blazes up the sideline for a 74-yard score to put his team up 7-6. Pana's O can't let the defense do all the heavy lifting. Harbert spins his way down to the 8-yard line before he finishes off a couple plays later on a powerful run right up the gut. Pana back on top 12-7 with 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Harbert got the first one, but here's Jack Clark coming up with a fumble recovery to halt the Indian drive. And there he is again hanging out in the student section. Pana couldn't do anything with it though. We're late in the second quarter now, and there's Adams again, this time hauling in the long ball. DuQuoin's at the Pana 20, but time is ticking down in the half. Indians need a big play. Quarterback Hank Stewart finds Donahue in the seam, who sidesteps a couple of tackles and goes in for 6 as time expires in the half to give the Indians a 13-12 advantage at the break.
That was a ton of momentum. That was a huge play, and really swung the momentum in our side. We felt at halftime, you know, if you look, we charted every play, and in the first half, I mean, we were running for 5 or 6 yards a pop. You can't ask for anything more as an offense, and even as a play caller, that makes it easy. Things were working for us. We just couldn't hold on to the football, and good teams make you pay for making mistakes, and that's what Pana did here today.
The Indians had already been stung twice by the turnover. Maybe it was the cold weather, but here they are again coughing up the rock as Ben Holthouse is there to take advantage. A couple plays later, Beeson gets loose up the right sideline. Then it's back to the left as he hurdles his way into the end zone to put Pana back on top 18-13. Pana recovers the onside and starts the next drive at the DuQuoin 16 after an Indian penalty. Harbert goes off tackle left and just shrugs off a couple of huge shots before he bowls in for the score. His knee might have been down, but as angry as he was running there, trying to tackle him once was probably enough for the Indians. Harbert may have flexed his muscle for Pana, but Adams can show off some wheels for DuQuoin. Down to the goal line now. Wesley Milam gets a full head of steam and caps the drive with a TD run to cut the Panther lead to 6 at 25-19. Probably the biggest moment in the game right here. Indians are knocking on the door, but Donovan McBride just can't put the clamps on, and this ball squirts out into the waiting arms of Cody Klein. There's just no one there for DuQuoin as Klein hits the left hash mark and just cruises easy street for the 95-yard scoop and score. Pana leads this thing 33-19. The Indians just keep hanging around though. Stewart connects here on the deep ball before Donovan Cole explodes over the goal line for 6 points to cut the Pana lead to 7 with 9:15 left to play. It wouldn't be enough though, as Jack Clark would answer for the Panthers on a 4-yard strike. One more turnover later, and it was time for the sweetest sight in all of football, victory formation. Pana took this one 39-26 to advance to round 2, where they will travel to Anna Jonesboro.
You played a very good DuQuoin team, guys, and you came out with a first-round playoff win. I am telling you, outside this group, there is nobody that would have said this team right here will be 9-1, headed into a Week 2 playoff game that we can win without a question in my mind.
How big was your defense? Caused 6 turnovers today.
It was huge. We finally stepped up and played like we needed to. our defense has been there all year. Just we haven't been able to make plays, and really, coach has been preaching on getting that ball out, and we just happened to really actually do it today, and we got it out.
Credit to our defense and their just tenacity to pursue the ball. And even though they're getting 6-7 yards, we've got 4 or 5 guys there making the tackle and trying to get the ball out. So credit to our defense for that.
So you get the 6 turnovers and the 2 defensive scores. That's an anomaly. You're not going to get that every week. So what do you got to do to get your offense back clicking in regular form again?
I think it's just first playoff game jitters, you know, and we talked about these kids all week. You got to believe in yourself. And you know, once you believe in yourself and what we have here, I think our kids will come out next week firing on all cylinders, because I think the kids are finally now believing how good of a team that they really are.
What can Pana expect when they play Anna Jonesboro next week?
A very physical football team is who Anna Jonesboro is. I think maybe they've thrown 20 passes all season long. They have kind of an attack that 20 years ago you might have saw 5 or 6 teams during the regular season run, and now it seems like they're the only ones. I know for us that the hardest part about preparing for Anna is simulating what they do in practice, because you don't really see it anymore. You got to get guys to block and get up to linebackers. So they're going to be a physical football team. I think, you know, some of what Pana does good offensively is maybe where Anna does have some weaknesses. So I expect a good football game next week.